Welcome to the opening week of the 2021 football season, a year when there are some significant changes as we transition away from pandemic restrictions. We'll have students out here, some fans, a lot more fans than last season. Marching band is out here as well. Great to see. And, of course, for the first time in over 45 years, a new classification system is in place to hopefully promote more competitive results. We are live from Briggs Stadium. It's the Milford Buccaneers and the Cambridge South Dorchester Vikings. I'm Glenn Fraser alongside Paul Collier, Pat Garriante is producing, and Nick Halliday on camera. Thanks for joining us on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Let me bring in now and welcome in my color analyst for the season, Paul Collier. Paul, welcome to the crew. Glad to have you with us.
Thank you, Glenn. It's a real pleasure to work with such an experienced broadcaster as yourself. I'm really looking forward to this high school season.
I appreciate the comments. Last year, Nick Halliday was my producer and color analyst, so I have a new color analyst this year, too. Pat's not wearing a headset, but we're glad to have Pat with us as well. We got a really good schedule coming up this season for you, some really good football games. All right, Paul, let's jump right in with this new football-only classifications sheet and take a look at what the DIAA has done. There was no playoff system in place in Delaware at all until 1971. For 4 years, only 4 teams in the whole state made the playoffs. In 75, they changed it to Division I, larger schools, attendance of 1,000 or more, Division II, smaller schools under 1,000, and it stayed that way until this season. So now what we have are Class 3A, 2A, and 1A. 3A are the larger schools, the more competitive programs. And in 3A District 1, there's Appoquinimink, Middletown, Hodson, Sally's, William Penn, and St. George of Otech. In District 2 and 3A, Smyrna, Dover, Caesar Rodney, Cape Sussex Central, basically the old Henlopen North. In 1A, that'll be the lower class schools, the smaller schools, and those that have kind of fallen on hard times competitive-wise. And District 1, Christiana, Charter of Wilmington, Dickinson, Glasgow, St. E's, St. Andrews, and Tatnall. And then in District 2, Early College High School at DSU, First State Military, Indian River, Laurel, Polytech, Seaford, and Odessa. And that brings us to the largest classification, the one that Milford is now in Class 2A, and they're in a very tough District 3. So there are 3 districts in 2A. Top 4 in each district automatically make the playoffs, 12 out of 21 teams. So, Paul, it's going to be tough to get 4 out of the 6 in this District 3 that has Milford, Delmar, Woodbridge, Lake Forest, Sussex Tech dropping down from Old Division I, Caravel, and Red Lion. A very, very competitive district and a tough road to hoe for Milford.
Yeah, as you said, this District 2, Class A, District 3 is probably the toughest classification of all of them because of the limited numbers with such a large classification in 2A. And there's a lot of old Division II teams there with a lot of Division II state titles.
Exactly. Caravel's usually tough. Red Lion, looking for them to be competitive as well. And, of course, that was the whole idea behind the new classification system, getting more competitiveness. There certainly will be a lot in that District 3. So out of those 7 teams, the top 4 in that district, as well as District 2, which has A.I. DuPont, Archmere Academy, Brandywine, Howard, Mount Pleasant, Tower Hill, and Wilmington Friends, and also 4 out of District 1, which has Concord, Conrad, Del Castle, Delaware Military, McCain, Newark, and St. Mark's. Now, all the teams in 3A, all 11, will qualify for the playoffs. In the 1A that we previously announced, 2 districts, they will take the top 4 in each of those 2 districts. 8 out of the 14 total teams will qualify for the playoffs. And as we just mentioned, in Class 2A, it'll be the top 4 out of the 3 districts. All right. The season got underway last night with 2 3A games. Salesianum racing out to a 28-6 lead, a game that you saw right here on Delaware Live. They held off a late Cape rally to win 28-20, while Caesar Rodney turned the ball over 6 times in their loss to Hodson 20-7 last night in Camden. Here's the rest of tonight's schedule. Benny Mitchell and Coach Tack have the call as Sussex Tech visits Laurel. Sussex Central will host William Penn. Dover travels over to Maryland to face Arundel. Seaford also playing a Maryland school, Southern High School. St. Mark's host A.I. DuPont. And tomorrow, Smyrna has the dubious task of traveling to New Jersey to face a top 10 national power in Bergen Catholic. All right, that sets up the classifications. Both teams out on the field. Milford Buccaneers down in front of the press box here. The 4 captains are ready to go out on the field shortly. That's Desmond Aladuge, Avery Copes, along with quarterback Sean Saxon and running back Aaron Sivils. And the 4 captains for the Cambridge South Dorchester Vikings, pretty easy. Numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's Dario Bellazzari, Tayton Fletcher, Jaden Jones, and KJ Dawkins. They will meet out the center of the field, and we'll see who's going to receive the opening kickoff in this game. We're going to hold it right here until we see the Milford Band get ready to do the national anthem as the captains for both teams now make it out to the center of the football field. Great night for football, as it was last night. And we've had some pretty warm weather here in Delaware right on up until Ida made a visit. And Ida kind of cleared things out. Great weather last night in the 70s. We're in the 70s, the low 70s here tonight. Temperature might fall into the upper 60s later in the game. A little bit of cloud cover. And it's so picturesque here, guys, because you have the pirate ship over in the south end zone. You have the inflatable pirate across the field from us that the Bucs ran through. And you also can see descending flights going into Dover Air Force Base. If you look over the visiting stands, as it looks like a C-5 now is descending into the Air Force Base.
Yeah, right across over the tree line, right across campus here at Milford.
Right. Want to thank Nick Brannon for getting us all squared away here tonight in the press box, athletic director here, and also one of the assistant coaches here at Milford High School. Having a long conversation down there. Head coach for the Milford Buccaneers is Sean Strickland. Nick Brannon, I said, is the athletic director and one of the assistants. The other assistants are Josh Harris, Charlie Galante, Jawan Sivils, Ryan Deeney, Matt Faulkner, Rafiq Henry, Steve Franklin, and Nick Jefferson. And for Cambridge South Dorchester, they got a brand new head coach. He was just hired the end of July. So a short preseason for Toby Peer to get his assistants and everybody in line. Take a look at his players. A very short roster, as we mentioned. Cambridge only 25 on the roster.
54 on the Milford roster.
And we do see a couple of Cambridge players in sweats, one holding a crutches, so they may be even under 25 for the ball game tonight. Toby Peer, he comes to Cambridge South Dorchester from South Hagerstown High, where he amassed a record of 57-25. He replaced Gavin Parker, who had a 22-9 record here at at South Dorchester. Cambridge South Dorchester is a storied program. They are tied for most playoff appearances in Maryland State history with 34, including 3 state championships, the last one coming in 1996. So Cambridge South Dorchester won the flip of the coin. They've deferred to second half. Milford will receive the opening kickoff and move from our left to our right. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the kickoff for our game here tonight, the season opener at Briggs Stadium.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health screen craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Sodell Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a Wine Spectator wine list and a great selection of craft ales and cocktails. Catch 54 offers delicious nightly specials, award-winning waterfront dining views, and the best happy hour in town.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
See you soon.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
Thanks for joining us here tonight on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Glenn Frazier alongside Paul Collier with Pat Carriantes producing and Nick Halliday on camera. Great night for football here weather-wise in Milford, Delaware. And right now let's run down the starting offense for the Milford Bucks, who will receive in the opening kickoff. Quarterback, 4-year starter Sean Saxon, 6'4", 185. Is an honor student, has great arm strength, and does a great job reading defense. Is also a baseball player and one of the team captains. Running backs are Aaron Sivils, a senior, and sophomore Denari Horsey. He's the fullback. The wideouts, junior A.J. Kravitz and senior Jordan Norman. Starting center is sophomore George Huffnagel. He is flanked on the left side by Aston Hudson, another sophomore. And on the right side, Javion Scott, a senior. Tackles are Aiden Zimmerman, a senior, and junior Desmond Aladuge. And the tight end is Avery Copes. Defense for the Buccaneers. Along the front line, Aiden Zimmerman and Desmond Aladuge are the defensive ends. Defensive tackle is Javion Scott and Nazion Taylor, sophomore nose tackle. Linebacking core is Avery Copes, Devontae King, Dwayne Wiltbank, and Denair Horsey. At the corners, Javier Scott and Wilderson Alexander. And the free safety is senior Jordan Norman. We don't have the starting lineups from the visiting team. We'll try to grab those for you as we go along in the broadcast. Their kicker, though, is James Frazier, and I understand he is one of the best in the Bayside Conference. All right, fellas, we're about ready for kickoff here. Milford in their burgundy jerseys with yellow numbers, yellow pants, burgundy helmets, and the visiting Cambridge Dorchester Vikings, all whites with dark numerals and their gold helmets. Frazier to kick it off.
Civils and Norman are back deep to receive for the Bucks.
Two dangerous return men, especially keep your eye on Civils. Here's Frazier's kick, little pooch kick down the center of the field, taken by an up back at the 25-yard line. Coming to the near sideline, turning the corner at the 40, at the 50, and bounced out at the 45. There is a flag down. Nice return by Horsey, the sophomore. We have a flag right at midfield, though.
Yep, little laundry right here out on the first play, right near midfield, as you said, Glenn.
And one of the special teamers for the Buccaneers trying to get a little seal and break Horsey down the sidelines. I think he might have just held up. Now let's wait for the call. Yeah, it was a hold. That'll back the Bucks up to start the drive near the 40-yard line. Still real good field position, though, Paul.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Trix is very happy to start. Still close to midfield as we get the season underway.
All right, we try to pick up some of these Cambridge South Dorchester players as we go along, as we said. Saxon in the gun. Running back behind him, trips to the far side, fakes the pitch out, brings it in the other direction. Right up the middle of the field, across midfield, and down to about the 47-yard line. On the carry was Norman, and he gets about 13 and a first down.
Yeah, Dario Belizaire on the tackle for Cambridge South Dorchester. A nice carry to start the season.
Yeah, a little misdirection. Kravitz and Horsey are split to the far side. Two receivers near side as well. This time they give it right up the middle of the fullback. Stiff arms one defender, and they ride him down about the 41-yard line. That's Civils on the carry. And a gain of about 7.
Tayon Fletcher on the tackle for Cambridge.
Just underway in this ball game. Second down and 3 for the Buccaneers, just outside the 40 of the Vikings.
This will give them a lot of flexibility. They can call pretty much anything they want, this down and distance.
Copes in a slot to the far side. Saxon checks the sideline for the play. Horsey and Kravitz split to the near side. Low snap. Saxon handles it. And there's a fumble, and Cambridge is coming up with an early turnover at the 36-yard line. Fletcher comes up with the fumble recovery.
Number 4, K.J. Dawkins, made the hit that jarred the ball loose.
So Milford was driving right down the field, and that time one hit, carrying the ball a little loosely, and came right out.
Yeah, disappointing turn of events for the Bucks, but we'll see if Cambridge can take advantage of this turnover.
And here come the Vikings as they huddled up along the sideline for Coach Toby Peer. Looks like the quarterback is Blake LaBelle.
Tayon Fletcher in the backfield here.
Yep, Belisaire just shifted over to the near sideline. The pistol formation. Handoff coming to the near sideline. That is Fletcher, and he gets good yardage up near midfield before he's spun around and into Milford territory for a first down.
Hey, great balance by Fletcher there on the edge. He really tiptoed that out of bounds line for a real nice carry.
And about 17 yards for Fletcher. So both teams pretty much running a will so far. Fletcher checks out of the offensive huddle for the Vikings. Belisaire will split to the near side. Pistol formation. Quarterback is LaBelle. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Little delay handoff. On the carry was Dawkins. He only got about a yard.
Yeah, number 55 on the tackle there for Milford was Javion Scott Warner, a senior. He said only a gain of a couple on the play.
Yeah, it looks like they're only going to give him a yard, Paul. They're going to say his knee touched down outside the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Vikings. This time Jones will be the wide out to the far side of the field, the top of your screen. Johnson is on the hash mark. Rolling to the far side is the quarterback. Turns the corner and then slides down as if he's going to be hit for a gain of about 3 yards. LaBelle on the carry.
A nice call there. He gave the quarterback a lot of options there to run or pass and picked up about half of what he needed for the first down.
Yeah, they're going to give LaBelle 4 on the run and slide, so it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Vikings. Just underway in this one, no score. South Dorchester will have 2 wideouts near side, 1 to the far side or top of your screen. Give us right up the middle, and a first down carry by Fletcher as he's inside the 35 of Milford down to the 33.
Great push by the Cambridge offensive line. Keonbray Taylor, number 75, leading the way on that run. Number 71's checking in for Milford right now. Keyshawn White, 11th grader.
Yeah, I'm making a switch there on the front. Oh, and now we got some movement on a penalty flag.
It looks like he might have jumped. He was a little excited to get in there.
The first player that just came in, right? That's going to give the Vikings a first down and 5 now. Penalty yardage stepped off down inside the Milford 30 to the 28-yard line. 8:15 to go in this first quarter. No score here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. LaBelle in the pistol. Hands it off. Hit in the backfield and drop for a loss of a couple of yards. Good defense that time by the Bucks.
Yeah, great penetration. Looked like it was number 7 there, Dwayne Wiltbank. Maybe coming on a blitz there from the edge.
Fletcher dropped for a 2-yard loss back outside the 30. So now it's 2nd down and about 8. Coming in for the play from the bench for the Vikings, Middleton. We saw him throwing the ball, warming up a little bit. And he indeed is in right now at quarterback. So it looks like splitting time between Middleton and LaBelle at quarterback for the Vikings. Hands it off right up the middle. Fletcher looks for a seam. And he crashes down close to the 25-yard line. Shy of a first down, third and a couple.
So we got another tackle for Dwayne Wiltbank, 11th grader for the Bucks.
Cambridge on the move right now. Third down. Yeah, we'll call it about 3 yards, a short 3. Belizaire split to the near side. Twin receivers, top of your screen. Play action, rolling near side, looking for room is LaBelle. He bounces around, he's hit, and will take a loss back at the 30-yard line, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, tackle made by Desmond Aladuge, one of the leaders of this Milford Bucks team.
It's a 5-yard loss on the sack. LaBelle lost his helmet on the hit, so he comes out. Coming back out on the field at quarterback is Middleton. And let's see what the Vikings do, 4th down and 7. They're in an interesting part of the field at the 30, too far out for a field goal. A punt, if it goes in the end zone, you don't really gain much yardage.
Yeah, definitely a good call to go for it here.
Belizaire again split to the bottom of your screen. Twin receivers to the top. Pistol formation. Rolling, far side. Middleton scrambles. He's going to try to run for it. He's not going to make it. Good reaction by the Milford defense coming up with that stop. Looks like Dwayne Wiltbank.
Wiltbank again on the hit, as you said. He really closed the distance. Looked like quarterback was going to be able to run for that first down, but Wiltbank really closed that gap.
So turning the ball over on downs, the Vikings. Gets Milford's offense back out on the field. 5:47 to go in the opening quarter. Buccaneers have the ball at their own 29-yard line. Wide out split down at the bottom of your screen, one at the top. Saxon hands it off. Good hole on the outside. Whoa, and come up and making a big hit for Cambridge South Dorchester is Elijah Johnson. And he puts the hit on Horsey.
Yeah, Horsey not an easy guy to bring down. He's got a low center of gravity there, but that was quite a hit, Glenn.
It looked like the edge was sealed by the right tackle, Aladuge. Well, like I said, alertly coming up there and making the stop was Johnson for no gain, 2nd and 10. Kravitz split to the bottom of your screen. Wide out to the top. Saxon takes a snap, fakes the pitch out. They go counter near side, breaking one tackle, getting across the 35, and maybe to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, same play they ran on the first play from scrimmage, and once again, they get good gain on that.
Civils on the carry. He's going to pick up almost 8 yards. So a big 3rd down and short now for the Buccaneers. Norman will split to the far side of the field or the top of your screen.
It's like they're in the I formation right here for 3rd and short.
Saxon under center. Gives it to the fullback. Hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he is not going to have enough momentum to get a first down.
That was number 6, Jamal Chester. He shot that gap and really stood up the running back.
So Civils picked up a yard, maybe 2, but it's 4th and 1. Now, it looks like Milford is going to go for it here.
I guess Coach Strickland has a lot of confidence in his defense in case they don't get it here, but it is a 4th and maybe just under a yard.
One thing I always told my defense, be careful of the hard cadence. Now let's see if Saxon tries to draw him offside to get the first down by penalty. Nope. He takes a snap himself straight ahead, and it looks like he's just got enough for the first down.
That was close. Look, he was going to get it easy. Got spun around in there by
Well, the far side line judge, his spot was beyond the first down mark, and they are going to give him the first down and not take a measurement. So Saxon gets the 1 yard that he needs, gets the first down just shy of the 40-yard line. 2 wide out split to the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. Actually 3 at the top now. Now they have a slot receiver as well. Saxon back to pass for the first time. Throws it downfield, has a man behind the defense, and off his fingertips and incomplete. Intended for tight end Copes.
Copes is right there. It's just off his fingertips. He had about a step and a half on his defender. Just couldn't reel it in.
Nice pass. Copes couldn't pull it in, so it's 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock, just over 3 minutes to go in this scoreless first quarter. Milford Buccaneers in their new classification. Milford has switched 3 classifications in the last 4 years. They were in Division II. They moved up to D1, and now they're in the new classification of 2A. Saxon in the pistol, hands it off to Civils, hitting the backfield, gets away from those defenders, pounds into another, and is just shy of a first down.
KJ Dawkins in on the tackle for Cambridge, but a nice gain to get him out of 2nd and long, so now it's a 3rd and really manageable.
Yeah, how about 3rd and a yard?
The way they might give him a first. They're going to call a 3rd and inches here.
And I'm sure I know the Cambridge coaching staff right alongside of you there.
I thought they might give him a first down on that one.
And they wouldn't have been too happy about that after that 4th down play. Pistol formation for the Buccaneers. Saxon hands it off. Civils hit at the line, but surges forward in second effort. Gets the first down as he crashes across midfield.
Still on his feet. Yeah, great leg drive there by Civils on the carry. As you said, he was hit shy of the first down and busted through two guys that were trying to tackle him from Cambridge.
A very, very quickly paced first quarter here at Briggs Stadium. We're down almost at 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. No score in the ballgame. Buccaneers with a first down at the Viking 48-yard line. Cope split to the near side. Saxon, look down the middle, now looks near side, scrambles, looking for somebody, and just runs it out of bounds. Close to midfield. It'll lose a couple of yards.
Yeah, he took what he could get there. I guess maybe kind of lost track of where he was. He was still behind the line of scrimmage. He could have thrown that ball away very easily.
Yeah, they're actually going to say he lost 4 yards there. Back to the Milford 48, so it's 2nd down and 14 for the Buccaneers. Back on their side of midfield. Next Friday night, we're going to be at Dover High School. We'll see Hodson Votech against Dover High. We'll have a Class 3A game for you right here on Delaware Live. The Central Crew, powered by 302 Sports. I formation. Saxon faked it to the first back, gives it to the second back. Nice fake move into the – oh, what a move he put on the cornerback. Down the sideline, it's Aaron Civils, and he goes all the way for the score. 52 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, just saying that was a great move he put on right about the 25-yard line, and he just broke it to the corner.
Yeah, we're going to see a replay on this one. What a move. Civils did a shifty move from the backfield, and then he did a great ankle-breaking move on the defensive back, and there he goes into the end zone. Great job by our producer and by our cameraman, and there's the first score of the ball game. Alexander Nash to attempt the PAT.
Yeah, Ryan Mejia on the hold here.
Yep. Good call, Paul. Oh, kick is blocked. A low kick, no good. Hey, we've got a timeout with just under a minute to go in the first quarter. Let's take a quick commercial break with the score. Milford 6 and Cambridge nothing on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Glenn Fraser and Paul Collier here back at Briggs Stadium in Milford High School, where we just saw a 52-yard touchdown run by Civils for Milford to get them on the board. 6-0 score. And now Cambridge South Dorchester will get the ball back. They moved the ball well the first time they had the ball, Paul. They just turned it over on downs deep in Milford territory.
Yeah, they've done a nice job in the running game also as well. So it looks like we're going to have quite a ground affair here this evening.
Coach Toby Peer, first-year head coach at Cambridge South Dorchester.
Cambridge has Dario Belizaire. He's back deep for the Vikings here to receive his kickoff. Looks like Alex Nash is going to kick off for Milford, number 13.
Yeah, he's a senior. Looks like he's going to be kicking to a little bit of a breeze. Almost a cross breeze here. It's kind of shifty. Little pooch kick, center of the field. And it's still loose, on the ground, still, and it's fumbled. But finally, I think South Dorchester fell on it. They did.
Yeah, it looks like Jaden Jones fell on it. He missed it the first time, but he got it that second time there. Able to keep possession of the ball for the Vikings.
Boy, that would have been a huge turnover. The ball is going to be all the way down inside the 20-yard line of the Vikings, and they're very fortunate to have possession.
Yeah, a little indecision there. Some of the middle guys there on the return team, whether to pick it up or just to fall on it. But fortunately for them, they're gonna start their second possession here inside their 20.
Well, let's see who they have in a quarterback. Like I said, they've been utilizing a two-quarterback system here tonight. Coach Toby Peer just hired July 31st to be the head football coach at the Vikings. Comes from South Hagerstown High, and he replaced Gavin Parker, who took a administrative position at one of the schools in the Dorchester County District. Well, this drive, they'll be starting with LaBelle at quarterback. They're in the pistol formation. He hands it off. With the ball is Jones. And Jones is ankle tackled, but not before he gets across the 30 for a first down out to the 32.
It looked like Daenerys Horsey was the ankle biter there in on the tackle. He was the first to make contact. Nice gain, though, for the Vikings.
So a good run by Fletcher.
The Vikings had a little bit of breathing room here now, so it should open up the playbook for them.
And this might be, barring a penalty, the final play of the first quarter. Trips to the top of your screen. Pistol formation, and now Middleton in at quarterback. Takes the snap. Fakes the pass on the flat, and now he's got to run for his life, and he's sacked, and the ball's loose, and the Buccaneers have it. Down at the 20-yard line. Yeah. And I think on the hit, it was Desmond Aladuge on the hit that forced the fumble.
Aladuge on the hit, and number 80 looks like John Case made the recovery.
Wow.
John Case is a 9th grader. It's a big play for the freshman.
Big hit there. And Cambridge South Dorchester turns the ball right back over to the Buccaneers. They're in great shape at the 15-yard line of the Vikings with just 5 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Saxon in the gun. Civils behind him, who scored the touchdown. Civils gets the ball, starts it right, hesitation move, then hits the line. Penalty flag is thrown. It didn't look like there was much of a gain at all. There was no gain on the play. We'll check the penalty.
Yadiel Torres, number 27, made the hit for the Vikings.
Still waiting for the official to make the call here, as most of the Viking defenders are already making their way to the sideline. It was a face mask, so that'll move it half the distance. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter here at Briggs Stadium. 6-0 in favor of Milford, and they are driving again. Don't go away, as we'll be right back after this commercial break. You're listening to Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now.
All right, we're back. Quick break. We thought the official was winding the clock down with the hand motion that he made, but instead on that penalty, we get one more play at least here in this first quarter. Wide out split to both sides of the field. Play action. Saxon looks into the end zone, throws down there, and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch made there by A.J. Kravitz, but instead incomplete pass. And now we've come to the end of the first quarter of play with the score Milford 6 and Cambridge South Dorchester nothing. We'll be back after this on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Back here at Briggs Stadium at Milford High School, great night for high school football to open up the 2021 season. Milford Buccaneers have a 6-0 lead over Cambridge South Dorchester. Both teams have turned the ball over once, and right now Milford is trying to capitalize on the only turnover by the Vikings as they got the ball at the 15-yard line after a sack hit. Aladuge on the sack. And right now they have 2nd down and about 6 outside the 10-yard line of the Vikings.
It's a big possession here for the Cambridge defense. See if
Yeah,
they can
sure
hold
is.
to a field goal.
Yeah, it could be a huge momentum swing if they can hold here. All right, Buccaneers are ready to go out on the field, and they almost had too many personnel. They're going to go out there with 12 guys. All right, here we go. Ready to start the second quarter of action.
Yeah, I count 11 out there right now. I
Yeah.
think they're all right.
Norman is split to the near side, wide out to the far side, and a straight T backfield. And Saxon was ready for the ball, and he didn't get the snap, but the right tackle was ready. And that's going to back up the Bucks 5 yards.
Yeah, it looked like the false start was on Aladuge. Maybe the
so
center
we
should have snap it. Yeah.
We had and not everybody was on the same page there. Obviously, we had a penalty to complete the first quarter, and now we have one to start the second quarter. So it makes a 2nd down and 11 for the Bucks. Ball back at the 16-yard line.
Just give the Bucks a little bit more space to throw the ball if they choose that option here.
Norman will reset bottom of your screen with Kravitz to the top. Same alignment. There's the snap. Handoff coming to the near side. That's Civils looking for a block. He got inside the 15, maybe to the 13, and he picked up about 3 yards.
KJ Dawkins on a stop for Cambridge. Civils has been a winning combination for him so far to hand off to Civils. You said he had 80 plus yards.
Unofficially, 80 yards in the first quarter. Of course, 52 of that on the one run. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 8. Saxon comes back into the huddle from the bench. Now we have Cope split to the far side. And Norman outside of him. Kravitz to the near side. And Civils behind Saxon in the gun. Saxon looks middle of the field. Now he throws down the corner of the end zone looking for Kravitz. Jump ball, and he can't bring it in off his fingertips.
Yeah, tried to fade route there to the taller receiver, but good coverage there by number 8 for the Vikings. That was Jaden Evans on the coverage there.
So that's going to bring up 4th down. Saxon comes over to the sideline, talks to the offensive coordinator. personnel changes right here for Cambridge South Dorchester. A couple of linemen being switched out.
Yeah, Keonbury Taylor went out, and he was replaced by number 67.
Bucks will go for it on 4th down. 4th and 8. Just inside the 14-yard line of the Vikings. Empty backfield. Saxon, pressure coming from the blind side. He stiff arms a defender, and he will go down right there. Penalty flags are thrown, and I think Milford is going to get the ball back. Saxon holding his left hand a little bit.
Yeah, great penetration by Torres, but he might have got a piece of the face mask.
It's either going to be a face mask or maybe the horse collar call. And a big turn of events here for the Vikings, who would have had the ball right there on downs. Good pressure coming off of the backside edge. And then more pressure came right up the middle. And Saxon couldn't get away from it, but penalty. It's a face mask. That's automatic first down, too.
Yeah, big break here for Milford.
Should be, unless that's not of the unsportsmanlike variety. So it will remain 4th down. Ball now back outside the 11-yard line of the Vikings. So it's 4th and about 6.
It looks like is Saxon out of the game. Looks like Civils may be taking this snap directly.
And now we got a timeout. The Buccaneers are going to call a timeout right here. We're going to step aside and take a short break ourselves. Timeout, 6-0, Milford on top. Back after this on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon. Hi, I'm
back here at Briggs Stadium, where Milford leads Cambridge South Dorchester by score 6-0. They have a 4th down and 6 coming up after a face mask penalty. And Sean Saxon suffered some kind of a little injury. He came off the field, was not going back out on the field until Milford called the timeout to talk over the 4th down play, Paul. And it looks like he's favoring his left hand.
Yes, the trainer's been working on it for about a minute here now, and it's his non-throwing hand, so that's a positive. He's got some tape, and he looks like he's heading back on the field right now.
Maybe some kind of a dislocated finger or something like that.
Let's see if he takes some practice snaps here from center. But
yeah, that's the thing that would be affect him the most right now is just handling that ball a little bit, setting up. Now, before Milford called the timeout, I think they were going to go to a direct snap to Civils.
Yeah, it was look like some kind of wildcat formation directly to Civils.
Exactly.
Saxon's here on the sidelines. So.
I guess they're going to keep him out, precautionary measure here. Yeah, I think we're looking at some kind of wildcat play here. So we also have Dwayne Wiltbank, a junior, in there in the backfield. Let's see if Civils takes the snap or not. It goes to Civils. They try to run a sweep to the far side. He gets hit inside the 10, and it's all in where he stepped out of bounds.
Looked to be a little bit shy of that first down marker.
Right at the 9-yard line.
The ball might have been there, but I think he stepped out of bounds prior to falling to the ground.
All right, so Cambridge South Dorchester dodges a bullet after the turnover at their 16-yard line. They yield no points, and they get the ball right back.
Yeah, great defensive stand by the Viking defense, just what they needed.
10 minutes to go here in the first half. Still 6-0 score. And the Vikings going to begin with LaBelle at quarterback. He's in the gun. Fletcher behind him. Jones is split to the bottom of your screen. Belizaire to the top. And they fumble the snap, and their quarterback's just going to fall on it, take the loss back to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, real difficult snap. Good, smart thing to fall on it as a Milford defender was right on top of him.
So it'll be 2nd down and 14. And I think Middleton checked in for quick quarterback. Let's see. He did. So Middleton in the gun. Fletcher behind him. And both wide out split to the bottom of your screen.
He's going to take the snap about a foot into the end zone, but
good hand up. What a hole. Good job. Good job by Fletcher to bounce to the outside on that one. He got out across the 10, Paul. He's just shy of the 15-yard line.
Yeah, big hit made there by Charles Shorts, number 21, for the Bucks.
That's a gain of about 8.
That'll give Cambridge some breathing room here.
Fletcher's had some pretty good runs so far this evening for the Vikings.
Yeah, both sides have some impressive running backs.
They did a great job of, looked like that was designed to go off tackle between the center and the guard, maybe the B gap.
Yep,
there was nothing there. He bounced it outside. Yeah, he's quick, got quick feet. Both wide out, split to the top of your screen. Now in the pistol formation as LaBelle back in a quarterback. Takes the snap, rolls far side, looks to pass, pressure's there. Got away from the first one, but not the second one. He's going to take a sack and a loss back around the 11-yard line. Looked like Aladuge back there.
Aladuge was in on that tackle, along with looked like number 20, Deontay King.
That's going to bring up 4th and long, and we're going to see our first punt of the ball game. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Frazier's the kicker and the punter. No relation. He spells his name the wrong way. He puts an I in the name.
It's like Jordan Norman, a 12th grader, is back for Milford. He's positioned himself around the 40-yard line.
James Frazier takes a low snap, gets it off. Not much distance, but it probably will not be returned. And it's going to bounce up across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. Bucks are going to have good field position with 7.5 minutes to go in this first half, already up 6-0.
Big question here. We'll see if Saxon's able to return to the game here. Call the signals for the Bucks.
We've got a little running joke here about the spelling of my last name, and I'm glad Nick Halliday didn't hear what I said because they always want to spell it Frazier, and it's not. It's ER. So that's why the little dig on the punter kicker from Cambridge.
No relation?
No, it's not spelled right. It's spelled right for him, not for me. Saxon's back in the game. That's a good sign. Looks to the sideline, gets the play. Turns, gives the ball off to Civils. And Civils will backpedal down to the 30-yard line. He's going to pick up 6 yards.
Nice gain there. Number 53 leading the way. Aston Hudson for Milford, doing a nice job with the lead block.
You know, one thing with the small amount of roster numbers and players for Cambridge South Dorchester, only 25. We'll have to see if a depth issue comes into play in the second half. Milford almost double the amount of players. Although the Buccaneers do have 6 that go both ways, including 3 on the line. Saxon, pitch out, coming near side. And tripped up and tackled is Civils down at the 25, and there's a flag down.
Dario Belizaire made that tackle for Cambridge.
Looks like it'd be enough for a first down, pending the, and it's going to be a hold against the Bucs, so it will be negated. Unofficially, I have Civils bearing down on 100 yards rushing in the first half. I have him at 92 right now. And he has the only points of the ball game.
That penalty is going to push him back line to about the original line of scrimmage.
Yep. Be second down at 10. Civils again behind Saxon. 2 wide outs to the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. Quick throw out into the flat, setting up a screen. Catch is made immediately. Looked like Wiltbank in there making the reception.
It was number 7, and Dario Belizaire again on the stop for Cambridge.
Just a little like pitch out in the flat and let your receiver get some some yards after. He picked up about, I don't know, I'm going to say 3. First pass completion of the game. Third down at 7. Kravitz split to the top of your screen. Norman to the bottom. Saxon drops back to pass. Pressure's coming. Picked up nicely by the running back, and no, they can't connect on the pass. Would have been close to a first down. What a block by Civils as he picked up the blitzer.
Wiltbank was the intended receiver. He had it there, but he lost his balance, and I think that loss of balance stopped him from really pulling in that ball.
All right, here we go. Another 4th down play coming up. Both teams had gone for it on 4th down, except for the last series by the Vikings. That was the first punt of the game. As we're down close to 5.5 minutes to go in this opening quarter here from Briggs Stadium. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Twins to the top. Empty backfield. Saxon better get rid of this one in a hurry. Now he's going to quick punt it. Trying to get field position. If they get down there and cover it up, they're going to let it bounce inside the 10, down clear the 6-yard line. And the Vikings will have it there.
They certainly had me fooled on that play. I thought it was going to be some kind of a jump ball to the wide side of the field, and it's a nice quick kick.
Yeah, I think that was a wise decision. South Dorchester getting the ball back now deep in their own end. And they have about 5:34 to work with here in this opening half, trailing 6-0.
This is the tough end of the field for us to see, Glenn. The sun's setting here, and it's right over this end zone.
Now let's see who comes at quarterback. It's LaBelle. Yep, LaBelle coming in to start the series, start this drive for the Vikings. And their most potent weapon has been running back Fletcher. He really has the only positive yardage for them in the ball game. And they give it to Belizaire. Tripped up as he gets up close to the 9-yard line. He'll pick up about 2 or 3.
Looked like Deontay King on the tackle there for the Bucks.
Second down, about 8. Next week, the Milford Bucks will travel out of state to take on North County High School of Maryland. Now they'll come near side with Belizaire. Breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and has the first down out across the 15 to the 18-yard line.
Good run there, and Huffnagel from Milford on the stop.
The sophomore.
It looks like Cambridge is going to play, is it Snow Hill next week?
Okay.
Snow Hill.
In the Bayside Conference. And this is one of those strange years. Usually Maryland schools play a week before the Delaware schools, but the DIAA this year allowed the Delaware high schools to schedule games in week 0. Almost dropping the snap, the quarterback gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe the 20-yard line, a pickup of a couple. LaBelle on the carry.
Aston Hudson, number 53 on that stop, one of the Bucks linebackers.
Under 4:20 to go in the first half, 6-0 Milford lead. Now Middleton checks in a quarterback for the Vikings. And Milford will make a change on the line.
Yeah, Le'Veon White checking in.
Jaden Jones split to the top of your screen. Johnson to the bottom. And you give it to Belizaire again. Follows blocking on the right side, pushes the pile. It goes down about the 23-yard line. Pickup of a couple. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
Horsey and Huffnagel in on the stop for Milford.
And that brings the clock down close to the 3.5-minute mark here in this first half. LaBelle back into quarterback, yep.
Second quarter seems to be running just about as quickly as the first.
Yeah, both
teams.
teams. Yeah, predominantly running the ball. Jones again splits to the top of your screen. Elijah Johnson to the bottom. LaBelle, and they fumbled the exchange, but the Vikings get it right back. That's going to make it 4th down, though, and 5.
Yeah, a little mix-up there on the exchange, and Fletcher was the back, but he was able to fall on that ball, fortunately, for Cambridge.
How about that? On the fumble, they actually gained a yard, but it's 4th and 4, and where they are on the field, I think it's wise to bring in the punter. And Milford will still have some time here. They're going to have about just under 2.5 minutes to work with here in this first half. James Frazier back to punt, standing around his 10-yard line. Waiting snap from center. This one's pretty good. Ooh, not much distance. End over end. It's going to hit at the 35 and bounce to the 43, maybe the 44-yard line. And that's where the Bucs will have it with just over 2 minutes to go in the half to work with and a 6-0 advantage.
Yeah, fortunate bounce there. A lot of topspin at punt, so he got about an extra 12 yards out of it.
Yeah, a lot of times when you see it end over end like that, it will bounce back. Once again, program note, next Friday night, this Central Delaware Live crew will be at Dover High School. We'll see the Senators under new head coach Chip Knapp, who was at Wesley College for many years. And he'll be going up against Hodson Votech. Silver Eagles got a win last night at Caesar Rodney. We got a doubleheader next week. Saturday, we're at St. George's, and we'll see the Riders faked it to the first back, give it to the second back. Sybils broke a tackle, gets to the outside, gets out of bounds, and gets a first down at the 33.
Did a real good job getting out of bounds there by Sybils. Stop that clock.
Again, a little misdirection. And that 11-yard gain puts Sybils over 100 yards rushing in the first half. Buccaneers trying to reset. Aladuge getting some last-minute instructions from Saxon. They're stacked up behind him. Fakes it to the first one and the back, and now he's going to throw it deep. But way over the head in the intended receiver, A.J. Kravitz, who got held up a little bit 10 yards downfield.
Yeah, Jaden Evans did a good job slowing him up a bit. The ref looked like he was thinking about throwing a flag, but he kept it in his pocket.
Yeah. Stops the clock with 1:56 to go in the half. 2nd down and 10 for the Bucs from the 33 of the Vikings. This time Norman is split to the top of your screen. Kravitz to the bottom. He gives to the second back through. Sybils breaks a tackle, breaks another, and gets a great downfield block, and he's in the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. Good downfield block on his way to the end zone as that goes 33 yards in the second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, the block was made by Aladuge, really clearing the path to the end zone.
Is that who it was, Aladuge?
Aladuge,
oh, my, that was a great block. That comes with 1:44 left in the half. And we're going to see the replay right before the extra point attempt. Look at that block. And that freed Sybils up for the second score of the night. Again, great job by our producer, Pat Gariantes. And now the extra point attempt, or will they go for 2? They're going to try to go for 2 to make up for the blocked PAT earlier. Kravitz to the bottom of your screen, trips to the top. Sybils will take the snap. They try to run sweep to the far side, and he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And that pushes the lead to 14-0. We'll take our final timeout in the first half with 1:44 left in the half. And the home team, Milford Bucks, on top 14-0 here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the
Back here at Briggs Stadium, 14-0 Milford lead over the visitors from Cambridge South Dorchester. Who will have a minute 44 to work with here before halftime. Program note 2, we have another game going on tonight on our network of streaming channels as Benny Mitchell and Coach Tack are down at Laurel, Sussex Tech against the Laurel Bulldogs. That's another Class 2A ball game. Nash ready for the kick. Last time he just pooched one down the middle of the field. Going to do the same thing. Taken and covered up by an up back across the 35 out to the 37 by Johnson.
We're going to look now at Cambridge's 2-minute offense to see what they can do here with about 1:43 to go.
Well, they better be careful because there's already been 3 sacks in the first half by the Bucks, and one resulted in a fumble, but not points, as the Bucks couldn't convert on the turnover. Quarterback starting out this series will be LaBelle. Belizaire and Jones will split to the near side or the bottom of your screen. Got trips at the top. And they hand it off to Fletcher. Stiff arms a defender and another one. Then spins around and gets about 6 yards across the 40.
Yeah, good gain there. Milford in a little bit of a prevent defense there, so Cambridge doing a nice job taking what they're given.
Now we got a timeout on the field. And I think we might have a clock issue because it was 1:44 when they started that play. Now it's 1:43 and only 1 second ticked off. Yeah. Fletcher, the most productive offensive weapon in the game so far for the Vikings. He has over 50 yards rushing in the first half.
Looks like we're going to set the clock at 1:32 to go.
1:32, there you go. Yep, reset. LaBelle looking to pass. Belizaire down there, and there was a little bit of contact. They're going to let it go.
There's Jordan Norman on the coverage. Like you said, a little bit of grab there. Once again, the official kept the flag in his pocket.
Double coverage down there on Belizaire. That stops the clock with 1:19 to go in the half. Now Middleton will check in as quarterback for the Vikings. Vikings have the ball at their own 43-yard line, 3rd down and 4. This time Belizaire in the slot. Jones the wide out at the bottom of your screen. Gives it right up the middle. Fletcher stiff arms a defender across midfield, has a first down at the 48-yard line.
Avery Copes on the stop for Milford.
9-yard pickup there by Fletcher to get the first down. Stopping the clock with 1:12.
Cambridge is hustling that line to get ready to let go when the whistle blows.
Again, both wideouts split to the bottom of your screen. Again, that quick handoff up the middle. Fletcher lost his footing that time. And now, yep, Cambridge South Dorchester will call a timeout as we keep it right here. Hey, folks, we want you to join us every Wednesday night during the football season for the Delaware Live weekly program as we go around the state to various Buffalo Wild Wings locations. This past week, we did it on Monday night, so we had a little scheduling conflict, and we were in Middletown. This Wednesday, we're going to be at Christiana location. So if you can, come out and have a look. If not, we want you to tune in on the live stream, and we'll talk about all the action that happened in Week 0. I believe we're going to have the Red Lion Christian coach and the St. Mark's coach. Okay, so tune in for that. 7 o'clock start right here on Delaware Live.
Can't beat it, Glenn. Wings and football. What else could you ask for?
Yeah. Nice to have a couple of coaches, get some interviews, and so people can hear the guys talk with intelligence and not us, the broadcasters who just talk. After the timeout, 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Vikings in Milford territory at the Bucks 48-yard line. LaBelle in a quarterback now. Twin receivers to both sides of the field. Pistol formation. They throw it in the near sideline. Complete. Upended at the 45 and down to the 43. Catch is made by Jaden Jones, but he was dumped quickly.
Charles Shorts was on him quickly and tackled him inbounds. It's going to cause, I guess Cambridge will use another one of their timeouts.
Yep. Vikings call another timeout here.
It looked like the receiver had an opportunity to head toward the sidelines, but Shorts was on him really quickly.
So that pass completion, the first of the ball game for the Vikings, will go for 5 yards. And let's watch this first pass completion of the game as we have the timeout. There's a throw in the flat. Good yardage for a bit. And they tried to hurdle the defender, and no, he hit the hurdle. Like I said, unofficially, we have Fletcher over 50 yards rushing in the first half for the Vikings and over 100 yards rushing for Civils, and both touchdowns plus the 2-point conversion for the Milford Bucks. And Coach Sean Strickland. Coach Sean played his high school ball at Caesar Rodney. And we will see those riders next Saturday up at St. George's Votech, just south of the C&D Canal. I think that's the home opener for St. George's, the Hawks. It'll be game 2 for the Riders, who lost last night at home to Hodson Votech, who we will see Friday night at Dover High. Middleton in at quarterback, takes a snap. Has time. Now he doesn't. He fumbles the ball. It's loose. It's picked up by the Buccaneers at the 36-yard line. One of the linemen inside the 10 and tackled inside the 5-yard line. I believe that was Keyshawn White.
That was number 71, Keyshawn White, with a great rumble, and he's just a couple yards short of pay dirt.
And that is the 4th sack of the first half for the Bucks, and they've got an opportunity here to get more points with about 35 seconds to go.
Yeah, the Viking quarterback just held the ball a little bit too long there and got gobbled up with the pressure.
Well, you're a lineman. That's like, that's lineman heaven there. White wanted 6 points, and he came up about 4 yards shy.
It looked like he wanted to dive on that ball, but I think he saw all that green in front of him. He picked it up and rambled down.
And let me tell you, he was running pretty good, too.
A real opportunity here for Milford.
All right, Bucks are actually at the 3-yard line. We're loaded on the strong side, the far side of the field. Saxon's back to pass, looks in the end zone. Jump ball. Oh, what a one-handed catch, almost made. Just ran out of real estate.
That was A.J. Kravitz. He had it in that one hand a la Odell Beckham, but the hit in the air knocked the ball loose.
Great job by Kravitz. Good effort. And an equally good effort by the defender. Incomplete, stops the clock with just under 28 seconds to go in the half. I don't know if I'm Milford coach a la Fridge Perry. I want 71 back in the game. Let him finish this touchdown. Civils up the middle, walks into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the game. With 21 seconds to go in the half, it's now 20-0 Milford.
Yeah, great seal on the inside there by Aston Hudson. He really opened up that lane for Civils for another Bucks touchdown.
All 20 points by Aaron Civils.
Big momentum changer there. Cambridge was really in this game still at half at 14-0.
Yeah.
But
And you got to go into the locker room at halftime and say, hey, look, we did some positive things. We're going to get the ball to start the second half. And, you come out here and do what you can, try to get some points on the board. Nash gets the kick up this time, and the kick is good as we keep it right here with just under 22 seconds to go in the half. And we're going to get a replay on the touchdown. Why not, says our producer, Pat Gariantes. Good blocking right up the middle of the field, and really Civils just walked it in. Probably not going to make the highlight reel, but the first 2 they might. Well, finally, somebody other than Civil scores a point in this game in the first half as Nash gets the extra point. And that makes it 21-0 Milford. Buccaneers line it up for the kickoff. That'll get Nash right back out there. And both times he's kicked off after the previous 2 touchdowns, they've been like little pooch kicks down around the middle of the field. They've seen something on film. They know that Cambridge South Dorchester has some dangerous return men. And now they're all moving up.
They had a little issue getting the ball on the field here, but now we're ready to go.
There you go.
I expect another pooch, as you said here.
Yeah, they've moved their return man up, hoping that they can get a good bounce here, and they do, just inside the 30-yard line. That's Jones. And Jones breaks it down the sideline and then gets bounced out, but he's going to have pretty decent field position as the clock stops with about 12 seconds to go in the half.
He's going to really give Cambridge a chance here with 1 or 2 pass completions. If they might be able to try a field goal here to end the half.
Both teams have had 1 completed pass in the ball game. Early on in the season for both programs, obviously, and they're going to go with the strength, which is their ground game. And really, both defenses have put on a pretty good rush on both quarterbacks, even though they're sitting back here in the gun. Looks like LaBelle or Middleton. I can't tell which quarterback got back in the game. It is LaBelle. Tight formation. He's back to pass. He loads up. He throws it downfield and over the head of everybody, incomplete. Stops the clock with about 5 seconds to go. Maybe time for one more play before we head to the locker room.
They have one more pass, and maybe they can, with a first down, stop that clock and run the field goal team out here quickly.
Now, I know when we had our weekly football preview show on Monday night, at the end, we were all asked what we were looking forward to, and Jay said he was looking forward to concession stands being open, but I looked down there, and it doesn't look like this one's open here at Brick Stadium, darn it. LaBelle loads up, throws down the far sideline, tipped and on, it's intercepted at the 6-yard line. Coming back here with it and tackled at the 33, and on the interception.
Jordan Norman on the pick there.
Jordan Norman, yep, and that runs out the clock here in the first half. Very successful first half for the Milford Buccaneers as they will take a 21-0 lead at the half and into the locker room. So we'll be back later on. We're going to pay some bills now and run some nice promos for you. Pat takes over producing, and we'll be back a little bit later during a halftime here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
We all know that choosing the right company for home preservation can be challenging. Your home is your castle, and only the best and most trusted will work, right? Of course. So why is Ace Handyman Services different and the right choice? We take great pride in our easy, no-hassle scheduling and communication process. You call, we answer, and we listen. Or take advantage of online booking 24/7. Once we understand your home needs, we schedule a craftsman to arrive at a convenient time for you. You then receive a pre-call the night before from your craftsman. On my way text notification so you know when to expect your craftsman to arrive. Regular updates on the progress of your job. Even follow-up prior to any warranty expiration dates. Easy, convenient, no surprises, ever. Our commitment is to treat your home, your family, your time, and your privacy with respect. Rest assured, you are always our top priority. Our multi-skilled craftsmen will complete the work on your home in a workmanlike manner. If we don't, we'll come back to make it right. It's what we do and have been since 1998. Simply put, we're different. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fanwear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Soto Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a wine spectator wine list and a great selection of craft ales and cocktails. Catch 54 offers delicious nightly specials, award-winning waterfront dining views, and the best happy hour in town.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
See you soon.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health screen craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
The best part about great people is great people leads to quality of care, and our physical therapists really lead that mission and drive that. We want to have the opportunity to serve as much of our communities as possible with the highest level of excellence.
Clinical excellence really means being a leader in the profession and in the community, giving the patients the best possible care, and here at Premier, that is really what our mission is.
It all starts with wanting to help people. If you're helping people achieve whatever they want to, whether it's to get back on the sports field, to get back to work, or get back to whatever they need to do in their regular lives, that's really what underlies everything.
When patients come in here, they really truly do feel like part of our family. We're always involved directly with our patients and giving individualized care.
I come in and I may be broken down, bent over, but when I'm done my therapy, I'm feeling good. To know that you're listening and you're finding a way to help me. For me, that's huge.
You know, we want to help everybody we come into contact with. That's where we kind of get our reward as clinicians and therapists, is to see them achieve their goal and get back to, you know, what they wanted to. It's certainly been very rewarding to see how many people we can help as we've grown.
Our patients come in here and they really put a lot of trust in us to get them back to doing the things that they can't do. When you can't do those things, at the end of the day, your life is not fulfilled.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier?
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is a perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
It's halftime here at Briggs Stadium. I'm Glenn Fraser alongside Paul Collier. Pat Gariantes is our production extraordinaire, is what I want to say, as he's doing a fantastic job tonight. Nick Halliday on camera doing a great job, too. Nice night weather-wise for a football game to kick off the season here in Milford, Delaware. All right, let's take a look at our unofficial statistics for the first half, and the big gun was the Milford Buccaneers halfback Aaron Civils. 3 touchdowns, 12 carries for 139 yards, touchdown runs of 52, 33, and the last one of 3. Let's run down the scoring plays. The first one came just under a minute to go in the first quarter as Civils went down the sideline, did a great move to fake out the defensive back and go 55 yards for the touchdown. There's the move there. He gets past the defender, and he is to the house. That was the first score. The second score didn't come till a minute 44 to go in the half on a 33-yard run. A great downfield block by Aladuge, and that freed up Civils for a 33-yarder, and that made it 14-0 with the conversion. And then, of course, he gets a 3-yard touchdown run after a turnover that came right at the end of the half. He kind of just walked in on that one. Great blocking by the offensive line. What a game Aladuge has had on both sides of the ball. He's had 3 sacks of the 4 total that the Buccaneers have recorded, plus that great downfield block to spring Civils for that 33-yard touchdown run. Nash is 1 for 2 on extra points. He had 1 blocked, and Civils also ran in a 2-point conversion. So 21 on the board, 20 of the points belong to Aaron Civils. All right, on the other side, the Cambridge South Dorchester Vikings, Tayon Fletcher has carried the ball 8 times for 63 yards. His longest run was the first time he touched the ball. He had a 17-yarder in the opening quarter. Team stats, Milford Buccaneers, again, almost all of the team stats for both are on the ground. 152 total team yards for the Buccaneers and 77 yards for the visiting Vikings, who will get the ball first when we start the third quarter here at Briggs Stadium. Well, once again, it's just big news, really, after 45 years to change classifications here in the state of Delaware. In 1971, they went to 1 class. There was no breakdown. All the schools were jumbled up together, and you only had 4 teams that qualified for the state tournament. That lasted for 4 years. Then in 1975, they broke it up to large and small schools, with the dividing line being the population of 1,000. You had Division I and Division II for 45 years until this year, when now they have 3 classifications. So the larger, more successful programs are in 3A. District 1 has Appoquinimink, Middletown, Hodson Votech, Salesianum, St. George's Votech, and William Penn. And in District 2 and 3A, it's Smyrna, Dover, Cesar Rodney, Cape Henlopen, and Sussex Central. All 11 will qualify for the playoffs at least the first year under the current format. In Class 2A, where the Milford Buccaneers reside now, there are 3 districts. The top 4 in each district will qualify for the tournament, so that's 12 out of 21 teams, as there are 7 in each of the 3 districts. In District 1, you have Concord, Conrad, Del Castle, Delaware Military, McCain, Newark, and St. Mark's. In District 2, AI DuPont, Archmere, Brandywine, Howard, Mount Pleasant, Tower Hill, and Wilmington Friends. And then in District 3, which I think overall is the toughest district, the Milford Bucks, Sussex Tech, Woodbridge, Lake Forest, Delmar, Red Lion Christian, and Caravel Academy. And then there's District 1A, and I think really this is the classification why there is a new format by DIAA. They wanted to take some programs that have not had a whole lot of success recently. Their numbers were dwindling. Kids weren't coming out on the team. Some teams didn't even play for seasons because they didn't have enough interest in the program. So District 1A, District 2 of 1A, you have Early College High School at DSU, First State Military Academy, Indian River, Laurel, Polytech, Seaford, and the new Odessa High School, the Odessa Ducks, which will only have freshmen and sophomores this year as they're a 2-year high school right now. And then in Class 1A District 1, you have Christiana, Charter of Wilmington, John Dickinson High, Glasgow, St. Elizabeth, St. Andrews, and Tatnall. And the top 4 in each of the 2 districts, 8 out of 14 total, will make the playoffs. So, Paul, your feelings, what do you think about the classification breakdown? We're going to see if it really breeds more competitiveness.
Makes a lot of sense because, Delaware is really about the size of a district in Pennsylvania. So it follows the district format that Pennsylvania has. And most states have single A, double A, triple A, maybe all the way up to 6A.
Right.
So it makes a lot of sense to break up the schools that way. And I think you're right. It will breed a lot more competitiveness against the schools that are within your district.
Now, in that Class 3A, you have Salesianum, who for the first time ever is in a conference, per se, because they're in Class 3A in District 1. And for the first time in school history that anybody knows of, they're playing an all-in-state schedule. Usually they have to go out of state to play PA, Maryland, even New Jersey. And they started their season last night traveling down to Lewis to play Cape Henlopen and held on for a 28-20 win. So Salesianum has scheduled all the other 10 teams in Class 3A, and St. George's Votech has done the same thing. All the other teams, the other 9 teams in Class 3A, have gone out of conference a little bit to fill out their schedule. But for the most part, I'm hoping down the road that those 11 will just schedule each other, and it'll be a round-robin season, and then you have everybody in the playoffs.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, especially the first year of this new format. And then also, with still some questions of COVID around, it makes sense to schedule the teams in your district if you can. I expect to see Sally's still play some bigger teams out of state in the future.
All right, both teams have returned to the field. They're loosening up to begin the second half action. Cambridge South Dorchester, which won the opening flip of the coin, deferred to the second half. So they will receive the kickoff here in the third quarter. And that means senior Alexander Nash will be kicking off for the Buccaneers, and each attempt so far has been like a little squib kick down the center of the field to try to avoid the dangerous return man for the Vikings.
That's it.
Vikings continue to employ their dual quarterback situation here on offense as they've had Middleton and LaBelle coming in and out.
Both players have performed pretty equally, so you can see why they're doing the two quarterback method here.
Yeah.
Just a word on the first half, Glenn. I did some calculations. Up, running back performances. The top running back performance goes back to 1950. Number 2 on the list was a player a lot of people know, Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
But Civils from Milford, he's on pace for 2,800 yards. And more impressively, he's on pace for the season for 60 touchdowns.
Yeah. Okay. You got to love the future calculations based on a half of work, but let's see what happens here in the second half, and I'm very interested to see how the two teams come out and make any adjustments here. Cambridge South Dorchester, featuring running back Fletcher, who led the way for them in the first half. Let's see how they attack the Buccaneers defensively here on this initial drive. They try to get something on the board, get back in the ball game.
The Cambridge, they're motioning for their return men to move up. They're expecting another squib kick, as you said, Glenn.
Yeah.
Everyone has been so far this game.
Yeah, they don't have anybody back really beyond the 20-yard line. Now she's going to hit it towards the near sideline, and it's fielded by Belazera up at the 40-yard line.
The Vikings will have good field position here to start.
Yeah, they will. Across their own 40 out to the 42. Almost the 43. And I think they've adjusted now because Belazera was one of the deep return men, so they moved him up in that second tier.
Yeah, they got a danger guy in each quadrant of the field here now on these kickoffs. And this is some of their best field position, of the day. They've started a couple times down near the 20. So
right.
Let's see what they can do here with this first possession of the second half.
Quarterback will be LaBelle. And it will start out with 2 wideouts to the top of your screen. Pistol formation. LaBelle flanked by Fletcher. They hand it off to him. They try to go sweep to the far side. He sheds one defender. Got a couple of yards up to the 45-yard line.
Good tackle by Dwayne Wiltbank there for the Bucks.
Second down and 8 for the Vikings. Just underway here, second half action on our season opener. It's also the season opener for both teams. Head coach Toby Peer, his first game here at Cambridge South Dorchester. Really has only been on board. They hired him like a month ago. Came from South Hagerstown High, where he was very successful. Play action. Back to pass, throwing deep down the center of the field. Belazera's wide open, makes the catch, and falls to the ground at the 10-yard line. It's like they're going to mark him down at about the 13. Belazera got behind the secondary.
Great leaping grab there, and looks like number 8, Jordan Norman, had made the tackle for the Bucks. That's a big gainer for the Vikings.
Yeah, it was. It goes for about 45 yards. Biggest pass play, obviously, of the game.
Looks like Milford's going to have to start covering these backs out of the backfield here.
So 2 plays, and the Vikings are deep into Milford territory in their initial drive of the second half. Trying to get something on the board here. Middleton now in a QB. Two wide outs to the bottom of your screen. Little misdirection. Fletcher sheds a tackler. He gets inside the 10, down close to the 8-yard line. About a 6-yard pickup for Fletcher.
Yeah, freshman John Case, number 80, on the tackle for the Bucks.
This is just about the deepest point of the field. There the Vikings have been. LaBelle quarterback. Pistol formation flanked by Fletcher. Belazera and Jones split to the top of your screen. They give it to Fletcher. He cuts back nicely inside the 5. Penalty flag is thrown. As he was down close to the 4-yard line, we'll have to check the flag. Looks like it's going to go against the Vikings.
It looks like it's in that area of holding.
That's going to back up the Vikings. They had 2nd and 5. The face mask on the offense? Wow. So that backs up the Vikings just inside the Buccaneers' 20-yard line. Replay the down, so it's 2nd down, about 15 to go.
Yeah, a little bit of a momentum killer there. We'll see if they can pick up the pace here with that quick spark they had to start the second half.
All right, that big pass got them motivated. Rolling near side, LaBelle looks to pass. Now he tucks it in. Now he finally throws it out of the back of the end zone and incomplete. Wise decision not to lose yardage.
Yeah, you said they're good decision. We saw some issues with quarterbacks losing the ball in the first half, so they were coached up during the half, making a good job getting rid of that ball. Incomplete
pass brings up 3rd down at 15. Right now, that penalty looms large for the Vikings. As a result of that run by Fletcher, they would have had the ball first and goal at the 4. All right, here's the 3rd and long play. Jones and Belizaire split to the top of your screen. Pistol formation. Fletcher, they run the play to the far side. Good pressure put on the quarterback. Now he unloads and was almost intercepted. Intended for Belizaire. Good move by the Milford D-back to almost pick that off.
Yeah, that was Dwayne Wiltbank. He's been making a lot of nice plays here tonight, and he did a nice job cutting in front of the receiver.
Yeah, you've mentioned his name quite a few times. So now it's 4th down and 15 for the Vikings. Oh, there was a penalty. That's declined by Milford. They'll take the incomplete pass, obviously, and bring up 4th down. Under 10 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. LaBelle stays in at quarterback. This time Dawkins flanks him in the backfield. Receivers to both sides of the field. Back to pass, pressure coming blindside. He unloads into the end zone and running out of real estate. The intended receiver, Jaden Jones. And the Vikings turned the ball over on downs, and that penalty was huge.
Yeah, pass a little long. I don't think Jones even could have had that. He was a little bit turned around, but pass was about a yard out of the end zone.
Bucks will come out, get the ball just about their 20-yard line. Their first possession in this 3rd quarter, already up 21-0. Saxon back out on the field. And let's see if they don't have that left hand taped up just a little bit. They've got the, it looks like he's just wearing a protective glove that has the fingers cut off.
It's a light wrap. It looks like it might have been his thumb that was injured. It seems like the thumb's kind of padded.
Saxon fakes the pitch out. They go misdirection to the other side of the field to Civils, and that didn't fool the Vikings. They tackle him in the backfield for a loss.
That's that same misdirection that they started the ball game with, and tried again here with Civils. It's been a winning combination, but it looks like the Vikings are keying in on that now.
Made the adjustment in the locker room. That's a 5-yard loss. 2nd down and 15. Now you're going to have to recalculate your season numbers now for Civils.
2,780.
Okay. Norman splits to the bottom of your screen. Kravitz to the top. Saxon calling for the ball. And the gun. Turns, gives it to Civils. Trying to follow blocking up the middle of the field. And a wall of Viking defenders push him backwards. Forward progress, maybe 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, Tayon Fletcher shot the gap there and made a nice hit to stand Civils up. Really, it's a simple formula. If you can stop Civils, you can stop Milford. Let someone else beat you here.
Vikings have forced Milford into a 3rd down and 11 here. Saxon checks into the huddle after getting the play from the sidelines. Sophomore center George Huffnagel, first one out of the huddle. Over the football. Norman splits to the top of your screen. Kravitz to the bottom. Play action, fake. Throw to the sideline, leaping catch made by Kravitz to get the feet in. They're going to call it a catch. That'll be enough for a 1st down up at the 33-yard line.
That was a close call there, but it looked like the defender drove him out of bounds. It was a great catch, irregardless, but he was looks like he was pushed out of bounds.
Enough for the 1st down. That moves the chains up at the 33-yard line. Buccaneers with a fresh set of downs. Receivers to both sides of the field. Now they shift, put a receiver in the slot at the top of your screen. Saxon throws to the top and underthrows it incomplete. He had some pressure right in his face.
Yeah, KJ Dockins right in his face and forced a quick throw.
Incomplete. That brings up 2nd and 10. Our producer tonight, Pat Carriantes, was saying off air that this might be the only game we have all season because of the earlier start time that'll be finished before it's dark. At that 5 o'clock kickoff. And we should be out of here before the zombies come out. Saxon takes a snap. He hands off to Civils. He stood up in the backfield, but second effort, he got up to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Zach Gorsuch on the tackle there for the Vikings.
We'll give him 3. 3rd down and 7. As we are moving right along here in this third quarter, closing in on the 7-minute mark.
Be an interesting call here for Milford. Let's see if they put the ball in the air, if they hand it to Civils.
Kravitz, split to the bottom of your screen. Norman to the top. 2 running backs flanking Saxon. Drops back to pass, looks near sideline, and he hits the down marker.
Yeah, Jaden
No
Evans,
chance.
Great coverage by Jaden Evans, number 8 there.
Yeah.
Really sealed off.
That's a play that they converted earlier to get the first down. That time Kravitz didn't have a shot. So it brings up 4th down. And I'm not sure, but I think this is the first punt of the night for Milford.
I believe it is. Besides the short kick, they had the quick kick.
That's
This
right.
might be
You're
the
right.
first one
Yeah,
for the punter.
Saxon.
Yeah.
That's right.
This will be the first one for the punter, though.
Nicholas Hurd, the junior, out there to do the punting. Gets the snap. High, not a whole lot of distance. Probably will not be returned, will not. And it'll be down by the Bucks at the Cambridge South Dorchester 42-yard line. Good field position for the Vikings. Second possession of the second half for them.
Yep, both possessions starting just shy of midfield here. See if they can complete another long one here.
Now, I think Milford's probably savvy to that now. Somebody missed an assignment last time. And the Vikings will bring LaBelle back out at quarterback. Pretty much, I think it's been all him here in the second half. First half, he shared time with Middleton. Dawkins flanks LaBelle in the backfield, and he gets the football. Slashes up the middle of the field. Gets across the 45 out to the 47-yard line. Pick up a 5.
He got to the second level there. Deontay King on the stop for Milford. But a nice gain to start this series.
And Dawkins only had 1 carry for a yard in the first half. Dawkins will check out. Drummond now in a wide out to the top of your screen. Had premature movement. I saw the lineman move.
Yeah, just slightly out of that snap.
Just enough. Now, Paul, you and I were talking during halftime that really for the first game of the season, we haven't had a lot of the 5-yard variety penalties, and you see that a lot first game because the timing's not there yet. You see the offsides, you see the illegal procedures. We haven't had a lot of that in the first half.
Not many. That was just our second or third of the whole game there, and a few holdings and face mask, but pretty clean game for week 1 or week 0 for Delaware.
Right. So the 5-yard pickup by Dawkins. They lost the 5 back on the penalty. Second down and 10. Fake to Belizaire. Middleton waits for the hold to develop. Gets upfield across the 45 out close to the 46-yard line. He's going to get 4 of them back. It'll be 3rd and 6.
It looked like Middleton's checking out. Look, I think it took a hit.
Yeah,
there
look,
on that.
here comes LaBelle. Looks like he's standing alongside the OC for the Vikings. 3rd down at 6 play, 5:10 to go here in this third quarter. 21-0, Buccaneers on top. Now Bellazaire started to flank LaBelle. Now he'll line up behind him. It's a fake to him. Pressure is coming. LaBelle gets rid of it, and it's intercepted on the tip drill. Running with the football is Charles Shorts, a sophomore. Penalty flag is thrown as he goes into the end zone, and now another flag is thrown. We've got 2 flags on the field.
Second one was definitely on Milford. I'm not sure about the first one, Glenn, but it was Deontay King applying the pressure there, and as you said, Shorts the beneficiary of the errant pass.
It's at the very least for Milford, it'll be their ball because the flags came in after the interception. Let's take a look at this interception. It looked like a great effort by the receiver as he tried to go up high for it, and then he couldn't bring it in. And then on the tip drill, Shorts gets it. Yeah, there's a block in the back on the way to the end zone. So the touchdown's going to come back, but the Bucs will get the football. Was that number 22 for Cambridge that was the intended receiver? Pat, let's take a look again if we can. 2-2, okay.
Quentin Bluford.
Right. Looks like there's an unsportsmanlike penalty, too.
I think there was a later hit on the quarterback there. Cheap shit.
All right, so after all that.
Both on Milford here.
Yeah.
Block in the back and the late hit on the quarterback. Really a defensive player at that point in the play.
Well, they'll have possession, the Bucs will, because all this happened after the interception, but now they're going to be backed up to their 40-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good 25 yards in penalties.
And we were just talking about that. Kind of a clean game to this point. That's what you call the broadcaster's jinx. Bucs quarterback Sean Saxon looking directly into that sun as it sets behind the goalpost. 1st and 10 at the Bucs 40-yard line. 4:43 to go third quarter. Twin receivers both sides of the field to give right up the middle, getting across the 40 and out to about the 43-yard line. And guess who? Mr. Civils.
Yeah, no, I think it was number 21, Ryan Henry, for the Vikings on the stop.
3 more yards for Aaron Civils. 2nd down at 7 for the Bucs. Ball out to the 43-yard line. We want to thank all of our sponsors tonight for helping bring you this broadcast. And we ask that you please patronize them. We do, and we certainly would like it if you do the same. Saxon looks to the sideline. Takes the low snap, hands it off to Civils. Sidestep move in the backfield, gets into the secondary, breaks a tackle as a first down, close to the 42-yard line of the Vikings.
K.J. Dawkins with tackle, really probably a touchdown-saving tackle. Civils was starting to speed up.
Now, I think with that carry right now, Mr. Civils is back on track for your prediction. New set of downs for the Bucs. Under 3:40 to go here in the third quarter. We've got trips to the top of your screen, lone receiver to the bottom, and Saxon in the gun. 2-step drop. Looks near in the slot, completes the pass to Kravitz, and he was popped right after he caught it down at the 35. Pickup of about 8 yards, though.
Yeah, Jaden Evans, one of the Vikings in on the tackle there. Milford's starting to get a little bit of momentum here on the offense side of the ball.
Second down, about 3 at the Vikings' 35-yard line. Tight formation this time. Saxon turns, gives it to Civils, eludes one defender in the backfield, sheds another tackler, spin move. He only got about a yard. Just inside the 35, so it's going to be 3rd and short.
Yeah, good play by the inside linebacker, Yadiel Torres, for the Vikings.
And we have a Viking player down. Cramping. It is what you usually get in the early season games. Immediately, the Milford trainer gets out there and tends to the Viking defender. Don't forget, doubleheader for this crew next week. Friday night will be at Dover High School as the Senators host Hodson Votech. Kickoff at 7 o'clock, and we'll go on about 10 minutes prior to that. And then on Saturday, I think a noon kickoff at St. George's Votech, the Caesar Rodney Riders take on the Hawks.
It'll be nice to see the Riders in action.
Yeah.
Coach Candelaro. I did play-by-play for the Riders for about 6 years under Coach
Really?
Mike Schoenwolf. Yeah.
Well, I did it from 79 to 2002. That little press box was my home. I remember when I had to climb up a ladder to get in there with equipment. So that's the lineup we have for you. A pair of 3A, Class 3A games next weekend here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Looks like this might be a little bit lengthy, taking a look at this player. Why don't we take a little break here, and we'll be back here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
We all know that choosing the right company for home preservation can be challenging. Your home is your castle, and only the best and most trusted will work, right? Of course. So why is Ace Handyman Services different and the right choice? We take great pride in our easy, no-hassle scheduling and communication process. You call, we answer, and we listen. Or take advantage of online booking 24/7. Once we understand your home needs, we schedule a craftsman to arrive at a convenient time for you. You then receive a pre-call the night before from your craftsman. On my way text notification so you know when to expect your craftsman to arrive. Regular updates on the progress of your job. Even follow-up prior to any warranty expiration dates. Easy, convenient, no surprises, ever. Our commitment is to treat your home, your family, your time, and your privacy with respect. Rest assured, you are always our top priority. Our multi-skilled craftsmen will complete the work on your home in a workmanlike manner. If we don't, we'll come back to make it right. It's what we do and have been since 1998. Simply put, we're different. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home.
All right, welcome back. Live action. That was Fletcher. We hope he was just cramping up a little bit. A fine young ball player for the Vikings on both sides of the ball. Civils gets the ball, crashes down inside the 30 for a first down.
Yeah, Civils really moved the pile there. KJ Dawkins in on his legs, brought him down with the tackle.
That's one name we've called quite a few times tonight defensively for the Vikings. Quick pass on a little screen and spun around was Norman, and he gets just inside the 25-yard line. They'll pick up maybe 5.
Yeah, number 55, Logan Dukes with the one-handed tackle there for the Vikings.
Second catch of the game for Norman. Inside of 2 minutes now to go in this third quarter. Counting down to the 140 mark. Still 21-0. That's what we had at the half. Kravitz will split to the top of your screen. Norman to the bottom. And we've got Horsey in a wing. Low snap picked up by Saxon. Hands off to Civil. Sheds one defender and is double teamed, but he might have another first down inside the 20.
Yeah, great run. Once again, the offensive line, Javion, Scott Warner, big number 55 was out there with the lead block.
Looks like they're still working on it. Fletcher's still trying to stretch that muscle out over there. Looked like a calf strain. Hopefully that's all it was a cramp. And we were all talking off the air, you, Pat, and I, about how painful those are when we get those in the middle of the night in bed. You jump out of bed trying to get that thing worked out. First down play, Norman splits to the top of your screen. Kravitz to the bottom. Saxon fakes the handoff, throws down in the end zone. Catch is made for the touchdown.
A.J. Kravitz on the catch for Milford.
Kravitz, and he's made a couple of acrobatic plays tonight. There was a good one there, and a nice pass by Saxon.
He did a nice job getting his feet down. I think he would have got both in. That would have even counted in the NFL.
Trying to get the yardage on that, guys. I think it was about 18. I thought it was just inside the 20. First non-rushing touchdown of the night for Milford. It was an 18-yard touchdown connection. Kick up the way by Nash. Splits the uprights. And the score now with just a half a minute to go in the third quarter is now Milford 28 and Cambridge South Dorchester nothing. Let's take a look at the replay. And a nice pass and catch from Saxon to Kravitz in the corner of the end zone. Yeah, good job. Yep, both feet in, not just one. The NFL, both feet in. All right, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back after this as we near the end of the third quarter on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Soon.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Sodell Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a Wine Spectator wine list and a great selection of craft ales and cocktails. Catch 54 offers delicious nightly specials, award-winning waterfront dining views, and the best happy hour in town.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
See you soon.
Back here at Briggs Stadium after the touchdown pass of 18 yards from quarterback Saxon to A.J. Kravitz. And the extra point by Nash, now 28-0 Milford.
So get ready for another pooch here, Glenn, and see if Cambridge has the good returner sprinkled throughout this setup.
And there it is, down the middle. Is that Dawkins? Can't tell who took that. No, it was Jones.
Again, good field position here for the Vikings.
Yeah,
looks
once again, out over the 40-yard line.
Looks like there's a Milford player down over on the Cambridge sideline.
Jaden Jones on the return. And, yeah, the Milford player's up. Appears to be okay.
Looks like that was number 8, Jordan Norman. But he's trotting over here to this side. Cambridge really probably being forced to go pretty hurry up now with being 4 scores down and only about a quarter to go.
They're in a bit of a hole now. That first drive, they came out from the locker room, that big pass play, but that penalty hurt them, and they couldn't convert and get any points. And now we got a timeout. A little bit of confusion offensively by the Vikings. They're going to burn a timeout here. We're going to keep it right here because we're going to take a break at the end of the quarter, which is coming up. So just a little over a quarter to play here. Milford pitching the shutout, using the baseball vernacular as we have the playoff run coming down the final month of the season. I don't know about you, Paul, but I'm a Fighting Phils fan. And, boy, they had that nice 8-game winning streak and gave me all this hope, and they got into first place, and then they went in the tank after that. Got, 5.5, 6.5 at back of Atlanta. Now they're back to 2 games.
Yeah, they're fighting back in good position for the division or the wild card. And
yeah.
I'm a Yankees fan, so I'll be rooting
for
the Bronx Bombers. And they've been on quite a tear lately. So.
Second half, they played quite well. And they got close to Tampa, didn't they? With 2 or 3 games, 3 or 4 games? And then they've lost a few here recently. You're a Yankees fan, so you don't care as long as they finish ahead of Boston, right?
Yes, that's right.
All right, we're ready to go. LaBelle in a quarterback. Pistol formation, and he hands the ball off up the middle to Belizaire. Sheds a couple of defenders, stretches out up to about the 48-yard line.
Yeah,
nice.
Denard Horsey on the stop there for Milford, number 4.
Nice first down play for the Vikings. Looks like they got 7 or 8 yards. We'll give them 7, 2nd and 3.
We'll see if they start to pick up the pace here. Looks like they're going to still huddle and run this.
I don't even think
out.
they're not ever going to get a playoff here. 2, 1, and that is the end of the third quarter play here from Briggs Stadium. 28-0 in favor of Milford. We'll be back after this for the fourth quarter on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is a perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Moving right along here at Briggs Stadium, this game is about 2 hours old as we approach the 7 o'clock hour. And we'll see if we can't get this fourth quarter in before the sun sets, so Pat will have that prediction come true, that this might be the only football game this season that starts on a Friday night that will end before the sun goes down. We got plenty of Saturday action that's going to be daylight. Middleton in a quarterback now. Hands off to Belizaire. Started to come near sideline. Now reverses his field. If he can break one tackle, he might get some good yards, but he can't. And making the stop is a freshman, John Case.
Yeah, some good initial penetration by Avery Copes, but Belizaire was able to avoid that first tackle.
Now he's pretty much the feature back now since Fletcher hadn't come back in the game with that cramp. That's what we think it is. And we hope for the young man that that's all it is. Stellar two-way performer for Cambridge South Dorchester. Now they have confusion again offensively. They were going to bring 2 wideouts to the bottom of your screen and now split them to both sides of the field. Handoff, eluding a defender as Belizaire in the backfield, but he spun around. Good second effort, though. He's fighting and got real close to the first down.
Yeah, forward progress is going to put him just probably less than a half yard short of
I'm looking at
down.
The 2 line judges. One is about a yard off of the other one, trying to spot this thing.
His forward progress was on the far side, I believe, but they're going to give him the shorter spot.
Yeah, the referee on the Cambridge side almost gave him a first down. He was overruled, apparently.
That'll be 4th and a full yard.
Yep. 4th down and 1. Middleton under center, and now he backs up into the backfield. Flanked in the backfield. Pistol formation. Wideouts to both sides of the field. They only need a yard. There's a snap. Middleton's going to take it himself. Has the first down as he's inside the 45 and down to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, good Paul there. Like a quarterback power. Belizaire with the lead block. And nice pickup for the young man. LaBelle's checking back in at QB for the Vikings.
Right. And I keep looking to see if that number 2, Fletcher, gets back in the game. I haven't seen him.
Still got his helmet off on the far side.
Okay, I see that now. You're right.
But he's on his feet.
Hand off to Belizaire. Follows blocking on the right side. Gets to the sideline. Down the sideline. Breaks a tackle. Inside the 10 and a touchdown. First one of the night for the Vikings. That's a run of 43 yards for Belizaire. And Cambridge South Dorchester early in the fourth quarter here, just under 10 minutes. On the scoreboard now, making it 28-6. And that brings in Frazier to attempt the PAT. The young man's going to be looking right up into that sun. And Belizaire, who just scored, is the holder.
And Logan Dukes is going to do the snapping.
Snap, placement down, kick on the way. The kick is good and splits the uprights. Timeout on the field, 9:45 to go in the ball game. Cambridge South Dorchester on the board now. It's Milford 28, Vikings 7. Back after this on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. You want to do that one when we come back?
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home.
Well, we've got time here. Let's watch the replay from our production expert, Pat Gariantes. And here's Belizaire. Look, as he gets to the sideline, gets a good block, and then it's just a foot race. He did break a D-back tackle attempt, and down the sidelines. Something Fletcher couldn't do. They're a feature back in the first half, but Belizaire gets it done in the second half. Good job, Pat. A little love to our neighbors from the southwest from us here at Milford High School from Cambridge. Beautiful town. I don't know whether you guys have ever been down there. They get the Chop Tank River right there. Great seafood restaurants.
They just informed me that one of the assistant coaches, he lives on the river, and it is beautiful as he described.
I'm telling you, man, it's just nice country down there. Good fishing and hunting and
I think there's a good golf resort down there, too.
Boating. Frazier approaches the football. High end over end, and we got a flag. I think Cambridge South Dorchester might have been offsides on the kick.
It looked like it might have been number 8, Jaden Evans, just too fast.
I don't know, Paul. Is it too early for onside attempts?
Probably right now, yeah. Still
okay.
See what the defense can do if they can get a 3 and out and
all
get
right,
the ball back.
Listen, you've got the Cambridge South Dorchester coaching staff up in the box right next to you. So if they're going to try a trick play, maybe they'll let you know. No, they're shaking their heads. They're not going to let us know. Frazier will reload and kick off from the 35-yard line. High end over end. Goes over the up backs, and it's loose, and Cambridge has the football. And he went down to the ground, but they're going to have the ball inside the 30-yard line.
So I guess there was a trick play after all.
Did I call that or what? I said that was an onside kick attempt.
Yeah, and that was
Jaden
Evans, number 8 on that recovery. I told you he was fast.
No, you can't advance that.
That would have been a touchdown if you could advance it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have called him.
That's an unorthodox, and I'm sure if you ask the coach, he said, yeah, that was designed. But nevertheless, South Dorchester gets the ball right back. Yeah, it was. Chance to get back in the ball game here. Just inside the 30 of the Buccaneers. LaBelle hands it off. Belizaire started outside, cuts it back. Penalty flag is down, as he might have gotten about 4 yards.
Aladuge was in on that stop for the Bucks.
I think this one's going to go against the offense, as the officials get together. And here's a call from our head referee, holding against the offense. Backs up the Vikings to the 39-yard line of the Buccaneers. Replay first down at 20. Under 9.5 to go in the ball game. And it's a race to get the game over before sundown. LaBelle stays in at quarterback in the pistol formation. He's flanked by Belizaire. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Hands it off to Belizaire. Eludes a defender in the backfield. Spin move. He's going to get about 4 of the penalty yards back.
Yeah, good effort on the run there by Belizaire. Dwayne Wilbank making another tackle for the Bucs. He's nearing double-digit tackles in this ball game tonight.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a ball game. Wilbank, an inside linebacker, is just a junior. He and fellow junior Aladuge have had a heck of a game defensively. Second down at about 16. LaBelle in the pistol. Fakes the handoff to Dawkins. Back to pass. Loads up. Throws it down into the end zone. That's a touchdown. Great catch by Jaden Jones as he got behind the defense and quickly right back in the ball game. The Vikings make it 28-13.
Yeah, great catch in traffic. He brought that right into his chest and just fell and kept himself in bounds. And great pass. Also right into the corner of the end zone.
35. So now Frazier in to try to cut the lead in half. Make it a 28-14 ball game. There's the snap, placement down. Kick is low, and it just got over the crossbar and is good. Timeout on the field, 8:22 to go in this one. We got a ball game now. It's Milford 28, Cambridge South Dorchester 14. Back after this on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong.
Yeah.
At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Back here at Briggs Stadium, Cambridge South Dorchester hadn't scored until 9:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Well, now they've scored twice in less than a minute and a half. And here's that second touchdown. LaBelle to Jaden Jones, beats the secondary. Nice throw, nice catch. Touchdown, 6 points for the Vikings. And now, guys, I got to tell you, how important was that initial drive of the third quarter for Cambridge coming out of the locker room? Big pass play. They were deep into Milford territory, and they had that offensive penalty, backed them up, and they couldn't score. Right now, it'd be a one-score game.
Okay. Fortunate for them, there's plenty of time left in the game here. And get a defensive stand. Who knows? Maybe it'll be another trick kickoff here, Glenn.
Yeah, I don't think that last one was designed, but nice kick this time. Sends the return man back to the 10-yard line. That's Norman. Shifty runner as he gets penalty flag, comes flying from across the field. As he crossed the 25 out to about the 28, but we're going to have a penalty against Milford that'll back him up.
Yep. K.J. Dawkins on the tackle there on the kickoff team for the Vikings.
And here's a good sign for Cambridge South Dorchester. Number 2, Tayon Fletcher, is back out on the field.
Yeah, I noticed on that last drive he had his helmet back on. I was wondering if they were going to stick him on offense, but here he's emerged on the defensive side of it.
Let's see if there's any effect whatsoever in his speed. Sean Saxon, the senior, 4-year starter for Milford, is in the huddle. Gives the play to his teammates.
As you said, Tayon Fletcher's in there at, looks like left outside linebacker right now for the Vikings.
First down for the Bucks, their own 18-yard line. Saxon almost bobbled and fumbled it, but he gets it off to Civils, and Civils gets a seal block. He's down the sideline and has a first down out across the 35.
Yeah, Copes and Norman both delivered good blocks there for Civils' carry.
Well, Mr. Civils is approaching the 200-yard mark for the ball game. If he gets a run of 5 yards or better, he'll cross 200. There's the snap. Give to Civils. Up the middle of the field. Breaks a tackle. There he goes. He's over 200 for the game. And he's finally tackled down at the 40-yard line of the Vikings.
Yeah, number 3, Jaden Jones on the stop for the Vikings.
I said he needed 5. He got 24. Not only does he has some good moves. He can good footwork. He's shifty, but he's strong, upper body strength as he breaks tackles.
Yeah, Fletcher's going off the field now. He looked a little slow on those 2 plays.
Okay.
A little compromise in his movement, so he's back on the sidelines.
Well, at least it doesn't look like it's anything too serious. Seven and a half to go in the ball game. Milford's trying to answer 2 consecutive scores by the Vikings. Saxon turns, gives it to Mr. Civils again, breaks his stiff arms a player. Now it's a foot race. Breaks a tackle inside the 5. He's in for the end zone. The 4th touchdown of the night for Aaron Civils. And there's the answer. A 40-yarder that time.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was going to make that one. It was number 3, Jaden Jones slowed him up.
We didn't see a whole lot of offense in the 3rd quarter until 29 seconds to go. Or 21 is right, when Milford scored. But we've seen an explosion here in the last 2 minutes. Kick is blocked. And with 7:03 to go, it's 34-14, a 20-point lead. Well, let's watch Mr. Civils on touchdown run number 4. Good block there. Then a good juke move on the defender. And it looks like a foot race. Jones tried to grab him. He couldn't. And then he just dives with a defender on his back in for the score. And forget 200 yards rushing. He's closing in on 250 now.
Yeah, we had a second block extra point there, so that's something Milford's going to have to shore up going forward in their schedule. Jack Lindsay, number 51 for the Vikings, blocked that extra point, but that's the second one that was blocked.
Right.
For the Bucks this game.
Waiting for Milford's special teams unit to get out onto the field for the kickoff with 7:03 to go. Now a 20-point lead. As we've had an offensive explosion here.
Yeah, really good answer by Milford. I was just starting to lose momentum in the ball game, but good job to lean on Civils because he's been primarily their offense.
Big plays we've had in the last 2 minutes, too. It starts with a 43-yard touchdown run by Belizaire of Cambridge. That got him on the board. Then after they recovered the kickoff, they had a 36-yard pass play. Good pass from LaBelle to Jones. Now here's an onside, or a little squib kick by Milford, taken by the upback. Johnson cuts to the middle of the field and is out across the 45-yard line.
Deontay King with a nice tackle there. But once again, good field position for Cambridge start here.
So the last 3 touchdowns have covered 36, 43, and 40 yards. This game's starting to turn into a highlight reel.
Fans are getting their money's worth here with all these big plays.
Yeah, I saw the ticket price, $5. You're getting your money's worth tonight. 6:55 to go in the ball game. Cambridge trying to get on the board again. And they're calling a trainer in. The officials are calling in a trainer. But I think the player that they called the trainer in for has now retreated to the Cambridge sideline. Meanwhile, down on the field, as the Cambridge South Dorchester quarterback will now be looking directly into the sun, LaBelle. Takes the snap, gives it to Dawkins. Dawkins hit and spun around, slowed up, and he'll go down for a loss of a yard or two.
Yeah, sea of maroon there on the stop.
I'm not sure, but it might have been Huffnagel that slowed him down first in the backfield. Now I'm going to change my mind on that. I'm going to say that Taylor, the sophomore, Nazion Taylor, slowed him down, and then a host of his teammates finished it off. LaBelle stays in at quarterback. He's been at quarterback predominantly the entire second half, except for Middleton's touchdown. A little pass over the middle and splitting the defenders for a first down. That's complete to Quentin Bluford.
Bluford's a nice-sized target out there.
Yeah, he is. Big kid. First down for the Vikings at the Bucks' 42-yard line. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. Bucks on top, 34-14. Middleton back to pass. Right over the middle. It's tipped up in the air, bounced around, and then falls harmlessly to the ground. Bluford again seemed to be the intended receiver. And stops the clock with 5:39 to go. I don't know, Pat. That sun's starting to go down behind that tree line back there.
Got about a half an hour.
He did. Well, the lights are on here at Brick Stadium. Pistol formation. Belizaire in the backfield. He gets the football, hit immediately in the backfield, and goes down.
Good penetration. Once again, there's Dwayne Wilbank there on the tackle.
That linebacker has had a night. You mentioned he's easily into double-digit tackles.
Good call on the run blitz there by the Bucks defensive staff.
Yeah. Clock running now as we get close on the 5-minute mark. Aaron Civil's show tonight, 4 touchdown runs and a 2-point conversion for the Buccaneers. 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen, one at the top. Pressure is coming from Maladugue. Throw down the sideline, almost intercepted and knocked down incomplete.
Yeah, Jaden Jones did a nice job to break up that interception. So we'll see what Cambridge chooses to do here with this.
Yeah, Alexander, sophomore corner, Alexander almost picked that off. That was a little underthrown.
I think then with 4:54 to go in the game, you got to go for it here at 4th and 11.
And the other thing hurting the Vikings, too, is their feature back in the first half. Fletcher went out with that leg injury. Came back for a couple of plays defensively.
He just wasn't moving like himself there.
No. But, Belizaire's filled in rather nicely. So going forward, they got a couple of good running backs there. Speaking of Belizaire, he's the wide out to the bottom of your screen. And LaBelle rolls that way, and he has no time whatsoever. Copes blitzing in there from his linebacking position, and that is at least sack number 5, maybe 6.
Copes did a nice job timing his blitz there and was untouched going into the Cambridge backfield. Milford will be in no hurry here. See if they can eat up the last 4.5 minutes of this ball game.
Yeah, change of possession now on that 4th down sack. And the Bucks with the football, almost at midfield. And 4:37 left on the clock, a 20-point advantage. Milford next week on the road as they travel into Maryland and play Northern High School in Northern County. And I think you said Cambridge South Dorchester plays Snow Hill.
They're playing Snow Hill next week.
Bayside Conference game. Saxon turns, hands the ball off, carrying a couple of defenders. Horsey on the carry, the sophomore fullback. Got about 2 yards.
Horsey's had a couple decent carries. He's a good-looking back. He's really low center of gravity. So it's a nice change-up from Civils.
2nd down and 8 coming up. Clock running down, close to 4 minutes to go in the game. So we did our pick fives in our weekly show. I think so. This might be the only one so far I got as a winner. Saxon hands off to Civils. Little sidestep move, carries about 3 defenders forward for a couple of more yards. We'll give him 3.
Nice tackle by Yadiel Torres, number 27.
Clock down to 3.5 to go and counting. A couple more first downs by Milford, and they can conceivably run the clock out on this one. Milford taking their time, coming up to the football. Saxon turns, gives the ball off to Civils again. Stood up right at the line of scrimmage. There'll be no gain on that play. It'll bring up 4th down.
Number 4, KJ Dawkins in on the tackle.
Actually, might be a loss of a yard.
Yeah, important here for Cambridge South Dorchester to make a defensive stand. And, you don't want to give up any more points. They got a slow start, got themselves back in the game, but
right. But at this point, Paul, I don't think Milford's concerned about scoring anymore. They would just like to run the clock out. As we're down to 2:25. 4th down play coming up, 4th and about 6 for the Bucks. Empty backfield. Saxon has 2 receivers to the top, 3 to the bottom, and it's going to be that little punt again. We saw that before, trying to pin the Vikings deep, make them go the distance, and it's going to roll down and be down about the 5-yard line. So 2 minutes to go, and the clock still runs. 2 minutes to go in the ball game, and for the Vikings to get back on the board, they're going to have to go 95 yards to do it. Unofficially, I have Aaron Civils for 263 yards rushing in the ball game and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, both of those quick kicks were inside the 5. Really effective. Yeah.
4 touchdowns for Civils, a 2-point conversion run, 1 passing touchdown to Kravitz from Saxon. 2 nice scores for the Vikings. Belizaire on a run. And the other touchdown was the pass to Jones from LaBelle. And that's where we are, 34-14, under 2 minutes to go. Ball's actually on the 4-yard line, so the Vikings have to go 96 yards to get on the scoreboard again.
Yeah, defensive timeout here by Milford called.
Yep, Milford calls the timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Now, did the officials reset the clock? Because it was 1:58, now it's 1:53.
I guess that's our official time is 1:53.
Got a score update for you. 7-0. Laurel over Sussex Tech. That's the other game on Delaware Live with Benny Mitchell. They're just underway in that one because we had an early start tonight. We kicked off at 5, and they kicked off at 7 o'clock down there in Laurel, Delaware. So tonight on Delaware Live Sport, last night we had 3A action. Tonight we're bringing you 2A action. Middleton is back in a quarterback, standing in the end zone. Takes the snap, hands it off. Little stutter step move by the ball carrier who crashes out across the 5 out to about the 9-yard line. Pickup of 5 yards. Let's see as the umpire who that was. Number 6, that's Jamal Chester. First carry of the game. He got 4, second down at 6. And penalty flag thrown before that play got underway. We're down to 1:13 to go in the ball game.
There's moving on the far side of the field.
Dead ball, offside, or encroachment against the defense. So that's going to bring up second down and 1 for the Vikings. Middleton stays in there, quarterback. Dawkins behind him. Dawkins gets the football, covers it up, crashes to the sideline. Ankle tackle made, but he's out across the 20-yard line. He gets a first down, a pickup of about 7.
Yeah, Charles Shorts, the 10th grader, on the tackle there for Milford Bucks.
He's the one that had the interception earlier on the tip drill.
Tip drill, that's correct.
Under 46 seconds to go in the ball game.
Number 12 just checked in, Jay Schofield, a 10th grader at linebacker.
Clock running now. Cambridge, South Dorchester, really in no hurry. Ball game has been decided. It's going to be a Milford win. They're going to start out the season 1-0. Vikings 0-1. Middleton turns. Gives the ball to the sophomore again, right up the middle, and that might be the last play of the game. That's Chester again for a couple. Down inside of 10 seconds to go. We're not going to have another snap of the ball, and the final score is going to be Milford 34 and the Cambridge South Dorchester Vikings 14. You can hear the fans cheering for the Buccaneers as the clock reads triple zeros, and we're going to be back to wrap this thing up right after this commercial break on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
The best part about great people is great people leads to quality of care, and our physical therapists really lead that mission and drive that. We want to have the opportunity to serve as much of our communities as possible with the highest level of excellence.
Clinical excellence really means being a leader in the profession and in the community, giving the patients the best possible care, and here at Premier, that is really what our mission is.
It all starts with wanting to help people. If you're helping people achieve whatever they want to, whether it's to get back on the sports field, to get back to work, or get back to whatever they need to do in their regular lives, that's really what underlies everything.
When patients come in here, they really truly do feel like part of our family. We're always involved directly with our patients and giving individualized care.
I come in and I may be broken down, bent over, but when I'm done my therapy, I'm feeling good. To know that you're listening and you're finding a way to help me. For me, that's huge.
You know, we want to help everybody we come into contact with. That's where we kind of get our reward as clinicians and therapists, is to see them achieve their goal and get back to, you know, what they wanted to. It's certainly been very rewarding to see how many people we can help as we've grown.
Our patients come in here and they really put a lot of trust in us to get them back to doing the things that they can't do. When you can't do those things, at the end of the day, your life is not fulfilled.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier?
Glenn Fraser and Paul Collier back here at Briggs Stadium, Milford High School. Milford races out to a 28-0 lead, and both teams scored twice in the second half, 34-14 final win for the Milford Buccaneers. And needless to say, the player of the night is Aaron Civils. 263 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns, one of 40, one of 52, one of 33, one of 3, and, oh, by the way, he added a 2-point conversion. Defensively, though, Aladuge and Wilbank had a heck of a game.
Yeah. Some of the impact players, as you said, it was the Aaron Civils show on offense, and Sean Saxon did a great job calling the signals for the Bucks, and Aladuge and Wilbanks really made their presence felt on the defensive end of the ball.
The other side for Cambridge South Dorchester, how about 71 yards rushing from Fletcher and 75 for Belizaire, who also had a 43-yard touchdown run. And they had a nice touchdown pass, too, from LaBelle to Jones of 36 yards. And that's the final here from Milford High School. So a great night by Civils. He was a highlight reel tonight. And we saw some good downfield blocking for him as well. He'll be crediting his teammates, I'm sure, on some of those scores. Great job by everybody. That'll do it for tonight's season opening football game as the Buccaneers win 34-14. We want to thank the staff here at Milford High, Athletic Director Nick Brannon, his assistant Mackenzie Reed, Mrs. Kareem Ote, the AD from Cambridge South Dorchester, both coaches and their staff, Sean Strickland and Toby Peer. Next week, our crew will have a Friday night game at Dover as the Senators host Hodson Votech, and a Saturday game at St. George's Votech as they host the Caesar Rodney Riders. That'll do it. This is Glenn Frazier for Paul Collier, Pat Gariantes, and cameraman Nick Halliday. Thanks for joining our live stream on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.